Welcome to the first episode of a brand new series I'm starting on this channel, where I will be discussing different ways I think Lagoon could be improved overall. In this episode, I will be talking about how the appropriate use of music could improve Lagoon as a whole. Before I talk about how Lagoon can use music to improve their park, I want to give a little bit of background on how amusement parks and theme parks around the world use the element of music. Every theme park and amusement park around the world uses music to enhance the guest experience in some sort of way. Some parks use music more than others and in different ways. Most parks around the world use music in order to further immerse the guest in the themed environment that is being portrayed. Music can also be used in rides in order to build tension and convey emotions. Music can also be used in themed areas in order to immerse guests in a themed environment that is being portrayed. While some parks use themed music very heavily, such as Disney and Universal parks, others use themed music lightly in specific areas or attractions that are heavily themed. For example, Cedar Fair parks aren't known for being heavily themed, but recently the company has built multiple rides with more substantial theming, such as Copperhead Strike at Carowinds and Mystic Timbers at Kings Island. Within these specific attractions, themed music is played in the area surrounding the attraction and in the queue in order to further immerse guests in the theme that is being portrayed. Even though Cedar Fair parks are known as more traditional amusement parks rather than theme parks, they still have some specific attractions and areas that are heavily themed. Overall, amusement parks and theme parks both use music to further immerse guests in themed environments. I'm sorry if it just sounded like I ramble on for 1.5 minutes about music in theme parks, but hopefully what I just discussed will give some background for the rest of the video. In this part of the video, I will be talking about how I think Lagoon can use the element of music to improve their park as a whole. First of all, I want to acknowledge that I am completely aware that Lagoon is meant to be a traditional amusement park. I know they aren't exactly trying to be a world-class theme park within the ranks of Disney or Universal, but I still believe that Lagoon could benefit from using themed music within their park. The specific area within Lagoon that I mainly want to focus on is the park's beer garden. The Lagoon Beer Garden is pretty much a heavily themed area within Lagoon that contains 2 restaurants and some outdoor seating. The area is specifically themed to a Bavarian village. The buildings throughout the area are all based on Bavarian architecture concepts. When I first visited the beer garden, I was super surprised at the amount of detail and theming featured within the area. The overall atmosphere of the area felt very different from anything Lagoon had ever built before, and it almost felt like something out of a Disney park. But there was one problem: the music. Lagoon typically plays generic pop music throughout the park like most traditional amusement parks, and I'm okay with Lagoon playing this type of music throughout the main midways and most of the park. But playing this type of music in the beer garden represents, in my opinion, a huge missed opportunity. Lagoon took the time to design a heavily themed Bavarian village within the park, but they ruined that theme by playing generic pop music in the area. If Lagoon would play some Bavarian themed music within the beer garden, it would greatly enhance the atmosphere and the immersiveness in the area. I know a lot of people probably have the opinion of Lagoon is an amusement park, not a theme park, but I still think it's okay to play themed music in an area of the park that is heavily themed. It doesn't even take that much effort to play different music. Like, all they have to do is find some copyright-free themed music and play it through the speakers. It's literally one of the cheapest ways the park could make a huge difference in the atmosphere of the area. Also, this doesn't just apply to the beer garden. This can also apply to all of Pioneer Village. Imagine if within the Main Street area of Pioneer Village, the park played Western themed music. It would significantly improve the atmosphere of the area. Themed music could also improve the atmosphere of the area surrounding Cannibal, Rattlesnake Rapids, Dracula's Castle, and multiple other rides around the park. I also am really hoping that Lagoon uses music to their advantage in their upcoming roller coaster. This coaster is going to feature more theming than any other Lagoon attraction, so I really hope that Lagoon will take the opportunity to use themed music in order to immerse guests in the theme. And that's all I want to discuss about how Lagoon can use music to improve their park. I'm sorry if it just sounded like I rambled on for 5 minutes about music in theme parks, but I just thought this would be an interesting topic to discuss in a video. Be sure to leave your thoughts on this video in the comments, and like always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on coasters and stuff.